rare historical images you have not seen before.
A US Army helicopter sprays chemical weapons over the jungles of Vietnam, 1967. West African children with freshly caught bats. Northern Province, Sierra Leone, 1968. Prisoners with homosexual orientation in women's dress on correctional work, Colorado, 1900-1910. The movie Freaks made a lot of noise in its time, 1932, America. Preparing a slave for sale, United States, 19th century. Cemetery of Truants, 1930. Here the public of the plant buries those who pose a threat to the disruption of the Pro-Vive Vengeance plan. The drunkard, the truant, the tipper, the flyer are given the best place here. Funeral parlor. Deportation of a Jewish family. London, Great Britain, March 31st, 1939. In late March and early April, British police deported Jews who had left Czechoslovakia after its occupation by Hitler's Germany. They were denied stays because of incorrect documents. In all, Britain denied entry visas to 500,000 Jews during Hitler's rise to power. The photo with the KDPV was later called Deportation to Death. The aircraft carrier, Independence after 2 nuclear explosions, San Francisco, 1951. The light aircraft carrier Independence, CVL-22, formerly the cruiser Amsterdam, launched in 1942 and decommissioned in 1946. It was used as a target in the atomic bomb tests off Bikini Atoll in July 1946. It survived air and underwater nuclear explosions and was surprisingly well preserved. After the tests, it was towed first to Pearl Harbor and then to San Francisco, where experiments were conducted to clean it of radiation until 1951. By 1951, it became clear that it would be impossible to clean it completely, and it was sunk 27 miles from San Francisco, not far from the Farallon Islands, at a depth of 790 meters, a log trestle built across McBride Creek north of Columbia City, early 20th century. Photograph taken no earlier than March 1902 in the United States, Columbia County, Oregon. The photo shows a 50-ton Climax steam locomotive, presumably Class B, involved in the logging operations. One of the most awkward gift exchanges in history, Vatican City, 1967. On the eve of Christmas 1967, Lyndon Johnson arrived at the Vatican for an audience with Pope Paul VI. The main purpose of the visit was to engage one of the world's opinion leaders as a peacemaker in the resolution of the military conflict in Vietnam. Already when he arrived, the American president irritated the conservative pontiff by landing in a helicopter in the Vatican gardens instead of driving from Rome to the residence like other heads of state. During the traditional diplomatic exchange of Christmas gifts, Johnson accepted a 15th century painting of the birth of Christ from the Pope, and in return presented him with a bust of his own. By the way, this strange souvenir was not even exclusive.